Hello students, today we're going to review some vocabulary when it comes to inequalities. Inequality is any equation or something that has a less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to sign. If you see any of those, then you know that it is an inequality. So if it's to the left, you could say is less than. It's an example, x is less than 4, and this is the way it's graphed. And so 4 has an open circle and then colored to the left because it includes everything to the left of 4, but it does not include 4 as a solution. So that's why it's an open dot. This one is greater than x, or is greater than, that's the sign. X is greater than 4, it's an open dot at 4, and it's colored to the right because it's or greater than. Again, it's an open circle and does not include 4. This next one is less than or equal to. X is less than or equal to 4. It does include the 4 this time. Now, a good way to remember that is that, oh, this has more ink to say or equal to, so we need more ink to color in the dot. So is less than or equal to 4, and there's your graph. If something is greater than or equal to, that's this right here. So if you have x is greater than or equal to 4, more ink here for the line, more ink to color in the 4. So x is greater than or equal to 4. It's colored in at 4, and it's shaded to the right and includes all the solutions greater than 4. Okay, next we have our vocabulary 2 here. Now this might be new for you. So we have 3, 5 in parentheses. So this is a new way of writing interval notation where the parentheses do not include the 3 or the 5. So it is not included in the answer. Now here's another way right here that has a bracket 3, 5 and a parenthesis. So we have 3 is colored in. The bracket means it's included in the answer. Okay? 5 is not included in the answer, and so it is right here. We next have negative infinity, 3. So this sideways 8 is infinity, which means it goes on forever to the left, 3. And for some odd reason, infinity always has the bracket, or the parentheses, the round ones. Now, 3 is not included because it's a round parenthesis right here. So it goes all the way down this way. Now, here, 3 has a bracket, so we're going to include 3, and it's going to go up through infinity. And infinity, again, has the parenthesis. So that goes from 3 onto infinity forever. Okay. Next, I think I will go ahead and do the next part that's on your white worksheet. Where we will include both types of answers. Okay, so the first one, we have x is less than 2 or x is greater than 6. So when we look, we have an answer box at the top, and it says write the letter of the inequality that matches each graph and interval. So if it's x is less than 2 or x is greater than 6, I believe that is going to be letter E. Okay, because letter E shows x is less than 2 or x is greater than 6. Okay, the next one has this shaded in the middle. So we're going to say 2 is included in there. So 2 is less than or equal to x and less than or equal to 6. So this is an or right here when they're separated and there's space in between. This, if they're all together, it's an and. So an or statement looks like that. And an and statement is going to be, again, H, 2, and 2 is included. So 2 is less than or equal to X, and it's less than or equal to 6. So that would be H. Okay? Then the next one goes, it's shaded in between 2 and 6, and it does not include either of these. So we can say 2 is less than X, which is less than 6. And when I look up, that matches G. Okay? The next one, we have an open circle at 2, and it goes on forever to the right. So that is going to be X is greater than 2. And which one has X is greater than 2? C. Okay, next, we look at the next one. Open dot at 2, and it's shaded to the left. We say X is less than 2. And again, 2 is not included because they're open circle. So X is less than 2 is an A. Next, we have, looks like X is less than 2 or X is greater than 6. So we look up there and we see that these are included, so it's less than or equal to 2, or X is greater than or equal to 6. So it's included in both of those, and that would be F. Okay. We'll come back to these. Actually, no, I think I'll just go ahead and do these. Now we're going to see which ones of these line up with the right-hand side ones. Okay? So we're going to say X is less than 2. Actually, no, I think we'll finish these up. Okay? So this one, X is greater than or equal to 2. See, it's or equal to because it's got a colored in dot, and that would be D. And the last one, X is less than or equal to 2, and we say which one would that one be? That one would be B. Okay. All right, going back to the other one. We're going to see which one's on the right-hand side, because so this is a different way, the interval notation on the right-hand side. X is less than 2, so it's not including 2, but it includes all the way to infinity. So we go negative, infinity, and infinity is always a parenthesis, comma, and 2 is not included, so it's a parenthesis and not a bracket. Or 6 again is not included, so it's just a parenthesis, and then positive infinity. And again, infinity is a parenthesis. Okay, next we're going to move on to the next one here, and we see that this is going to be between 2 and 6, and it includes, oh, we need to put what letter that would be, so we just put E over to the right for what matches up with that, because E is this one. Okay, next one is going to be 2 brackets, it's included, and it goes all the way up to 6 brackets, and that's it. So on the right hand side where you see a 2 bracket and a 6 bracket, we're going to put an H in there. Okay, next one is between 2 and 6, but it is not included. See how it's not colored in? So that'll be a 2 parentheses 6. So find that over to the right hand side, and we see that that one is going to be G. Next one, X is greater than 2, So 2 is not included, so it's a parenthesis, and it goes on to positive infinity, and infinity always has the parenthesis. So wherever you find that, you can go ahead and put C in that. Okay? All right, so the next one, x is less than 2, so it goes to negative infinity, comma 2, and that's going to be a parenthesis and parenthesis for that. So wherever you see that, that is going to be A. Next one, it's going to be including negative infinity, comma 2, and 2 is included, so it's a bracket, and because they're separated, it's an or. Or we're going to have 6 is included, bracket, comma, positive infinity, and then that is a parenthesis. So it's okay to have one be a bracket and one be a parenthesis. So that's the first section. Let me go ahead and finish the last 2 on that first little part. So this one goes from 2, and 2 is included, and it goes to positive infinity with a parenthesis. So that one will be D. So wherever you find that on the right-hand side, put D. The next one goes from negative infinity and goes to 2, and I'm going to put brackets there and a parenthesis there. So wherever you see that at, that matches up with B. So these 3, the x is less than or equal to 2, this right here, and then the graph itself, they're all saying the same thing, okay? All right, so you can go ahead and go on to page 4, and I could probably help you with a couple of those, or you can see if you can figure it out yourself, okay? Good luck, but I'll also be around to help. Thanks.